In this example, we're going to take a finished good package and break off a small quantity that we're then going to send to a lab for testing. Looking at our finished good pre-roll package here at the top, we're going to use this to send out for testing. So we're going to select anywhere in the row. As you can see, it's being highlighted here, or we can select the checkbox to get started. To confirm, we have one row selected here at the top. And if we go to Actions, Split Packages, we can also confirm that we have one selected there as well. In the split packages flow, we'll see our source package of pre-rolls here for 5,000 each, and we can go ahead and create our testing package by selecting the information on the right to get started. So I'll select anywhere here that's being highlighted or the name itself, which will bring up my modal to start entering my new package information. The tag number is being pre-filled here based on the next available tag, but I can always edit it or scan the tag in front of me if I have a different tag. Because I'm creating a testing package and it's going to be using the same pre-roll information that I have from my source, I'm not going to deselect use same item and pick a different item. I'm going to keep it selected so that it's the same as my source package. The expiration date and production batch date are all pre-filled from my source package, and we want to keep those the same so that our test results will flow back to our parent. Since we don't have any lab results uploaded yet, we don't need to worry about this option. We are creating the testing package now. But just to be safe, I'll go ahead and deselect this to make sure no lab results are copying over to this new package. My location will be bulk storage so that I can go ahead and send that out for my lab. And because this particular package is going to the lab, I am going to select testing package this time. In some states, you may have an option here to select the required tests available to you based on your state, whether that's from Metric or BioTrack. In this example, the state does not have a required test to select from, so I just need to designate it as a testing package. For my testing package, I need to specify how many pre-rolls are going to be pulled from my source package to be tested. So I'm going to pull 5 pre-rolls. It's just going to be one package that goes to the lab, which will contain my 5 pre-rolls. And I'll select Update to save this testing package. So now I'll have my new package 13760, and I'll go ahead and submit this. And we'll take a look at our packages table so we can see how that's different than the rest of our packages. So 13760 is here on our packages table. And if we scroll over to our is testing package column, we'll see that there's a green check mark. So that means that this package can only go to a lab and is going to be the testing package that we use for our lab results. I can go ahead and create more testing packages for any other finished goods before I create a transfer to my lab, or I can send this one package to the lab now. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and just send this one package to my lab. So I'll select anywhere in the row, or I can select the checkbox so I can confirm one row is selected. Under Actions, I'm going to update my availability status so that it can actually go out on a transfer. Right now, my package's status is in progress, so I need to make it available to sell so that it can be added to sales orders and transfers. I'll select Apply, which will now see that in progress status has updated to available to sell. Now my package is still selected, so I can go to Actions, Create Transfer, and we can confirm that I'm sending my one package out for transfer. Here we can confirm the package we're sending, and we're going to send this out as a lab transfer, and our destination facility is going to be that lab. If we don't see the lab that we're looking for, we can always create a new facility here. And we'll designate it as a laboratory. As we add the information for our address, anything else about the facility, we can create facility here. That's been pre-filled for me. And so now we can move on and say that this is a transfer type, which is lab. My transport facility is pre-filled based on the last transport facility that I've used, but I can always select or create a new transport facility. And I'm going to designate this to go out tomorrow, and I expect it to arrive about a half hour later. The driver and vehicle are also pre-filled from the last driver and vehicle that I've used, but I can also select or create new drivers and vehicles from here as well. For the route, this would pre-fill if I had added an address to my destination facility, which would calculate the route between my facility address and the destination address. To change that, I can select the icon here, which will allow me to change or add an address and generate a new route, or I can just type in a new route here. If I needed to add any other packages, I could do that from here as well, but for my one package, I'm going to create this transfer, which will mark this package as going out to our facility. I've paid here, we'll see that lab transfer for the package that we just created. This package will now have a transferred status in Canix, and they'll no longer be an active package. Once you've received lab results back for this package, you can upload them into Canix, or if you're using Metric or BioTrack, those will sync through to Canix. If you have questions as you create your testing package or as you create a transfer to your laboratory, don't hesitate to reach out to our support team at help@canix.com or at 415-894-9884.